Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we need a little bit of repairs here, but honestly not very much. Like, just that will do the trick. And let's go ahead and get those done. Fantastic. And do we need to tick forward any further for mech warriors? Honestly, no. But what we do need is to get another engineering upgrade going. Realistically, I think that we go for high-capacity power conduits here. We've got a decent amount of cash. That should be fine. We'll get that started. Let's check to see if we need any repair work done here. Repair work. Rather, if we need any training done here. Elduje pilots the Mongoose. None of these are, neither tactics nor guts are tremendously good. We'll take a point of tactics there for the sensor rolls. Pacifist runs the stealth. And occasionally the Wolverine. I think we will go ahead and give him Escapist here.
Training confirmed,
okay.
Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Rain is going to take a point of guts, since that's all he can get. Same with Savarok.
Mech warrior training.
And there we go. We're good to go. Let's just double check that we don't need any internal work here. Yeah, that looks fine. And let's go ahead and deploy on something here. Once again, I'd like something a little spicy and... ooh. You wouldn't expect very aggressive defenses. This is an interesting option. I would love to sit here. Okay, let's do this. There's a lot of pay on the line, but more importantly, this is 2.5 skull. We could very easily see some heavies here, and that's what we want to see. We really, really want to get ourselves some heavies rolling. I mean, we've got a couple 55-tonners, which is almost a heavy, I suppose, but it's not actually a heavy. So apparently, we're not expecting super aggressive defenses, which means that I am expecting a garrison lance, I'm expecting 4 turrets, and I'm expecting 2 reinforcement lances. Because Darius is always wrong. So that is wonderful. We need to plunder the Davian warehouse complex. Apparently, the Federated Suns controls a network of transports and warehouses in the Conroe system, moving mostly mundane merchandise, but also a few very highly valuable goods. Our clandestine research efforts have acquired the latest shipping manifests and identified an opportunity for a swift, profitable strike at a key shipping hub. If timed properly, your mechs can attack quickly and pave the way for a local government extraction team to empty the warehouse of its contents. Commander, if these are just mercantile goods, as they say, I wouldn't expect very aggressive defenses. But no, they're not mercantile goods. They're obviously military goods.
Initiated.
So we need to move up over there. That's the base we need to capture. And this is the furthest we can go forward. I kind of like this approach here, though. We've got a nice open way over here that we can shoot down there. We can dip into cover. We can break LOS. I like this location here. Let's do it.
Do you think we'll see bears?
Ready for action.
There are turrets.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Good to know. We're going to reserve.
Receiving you.
And now we're going to move up. Just because that's the way the RogueTech system works.
Roger.
Okay. So that's a good view of the warehouse complex. There are additional units that are rallying back at the base, and they have gun emplacements. Yep, we already knew that. So we're going to fire on... Let's see, they have a standard turret chassis. They have this, which has 2 missiles. They have this, which looks like a quad gun. And then this over here, which probably has a turret, but we don't have sensors this round. So, I mean, realistically, we fire on this heavy turret here.
Roger.
Decent chunks of damage there. We're going to try to eliminate this turret this round. So we're going to put the Clint here. We're going to have to backtrack it later on. But we'll put the Clint here. And we do indeed see a standard quad gun over there. Okay. We're going to fire on this heavy turret chassis in long range mode. Good amounts of damage there. Fantastic.
Awaiting orders.
This is our long-range Centurion, which is going to position
Move order
here.
confirmed.
We're going to fire the light tag first, otherwise, light it up.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
That's a structure exposure on that turret. Perfect.
Take that. Commander.
This is our close-in Centurion. It's going to sprint in as close as it can, which isn't
On
very
move.
close right
Full
now.
speed.
And do we fire this? I think we don't fire the AC-20 here, but we do fire the SRM-6. No hits with the SRM-6, that's okay.
Negative damage.
What can I do
Okay,
for
the
ya?
stealth is going to sprint up into this cover here,
Going turbo.
and we'll do what we can at shooting at this heavy turret chassis.
Time to die.
Solid damage. Perfect. Their missile turret is already dead.
Got something you want
The
done?
Wolverine is going to position up here.
problem.
We're going to check
On
what
my
our
way.
hit odds are best on. 50% versus 56. So we're going to fire on the standard quad gun
Roger
back
that.
here. Honestly, that's a solid amount of damage. No hits there from that quad gun. No hits there either. And no hits there either. Perfect. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Next up,
Yes, Commander.
our Mongoose is going to engage over this way. We're going to get as many evasive pips as we can.
Confirmed.
And we're going to fire on this light standard turret. Okay, we took it almost halfway down with the armor there. That's fine. We're going to position our Clint down over here at this point, and our hit odds are probably not going to be great on the standard quad gun, but we'll fire on it. Fantastic.
Good to go.
Our Wolverine is also going to move down this direction.
Affirmative.
We're going to fire on that standard quad gun as well. We did miss with the bombast. Or rather, that was a binary laser, wasn't it? Not a bombast.
Good to go.
Okay. Our short-range Centurion here is going to sprint up.
Hauling
We'll
out.
check hit odds. 38.2. I don't think we take that on the AC-20. We'll just potshot the SRM. 10 more damage in there. We'll take that.
Standing by.
Our long-range Centurion is going to position here.
Roger that.
And we're going to hit that light standard turret as hard as we can. Fantastic. We're through the armor. That's a lot of double heat sinks taken out.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Our stealth was always planned to move up over this way.
Got it.
And we'll
Speed,
finish
no
off
shooting.
their light standard turret. Wonderful.
Gotcha.
Okay, so at this point, their two quad guns will fire. That's a full miss there. And the other didn't fire. We've taken no damage thus far. I like it. So we're going to move up to here with our Mongoose.
Roger.
And we're going to attack that standard quad gun.
Give it everything.
And that's a good amount of armor reduction.
Commander.
Our Clint is going to move up to here.
Aye, aye.
And we're going to fire on this guy. Hit odds are pretty low, though. We actually do manage to hit it. We'll take that.
I hear ya.
The stealth is going to... I think this is actually a pretty good position for it. The stealth is going to position here. And... hit odds are identical, so we're going to go for the lower health one.
Got it.
A lot of crits there, but not a kill.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Receiving
Okay.
you.
Our short-range Centurion is going to sprint into here.
Confirmed.
What are our hit odds like on this turret? We're up to 44.7 here. I think I'll take that.
Locking on.
And we did hit it. Fantastic. That's a structure exposure.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Wow. That was bad.
Our long-range Centurion... Oh, did we stray shot this guy? Yeah, one SRM into the rear arc. That's okay.
On my way.
Our long-range Centurion is going to fire on the standard quad gun. This is very likely a kill.
Confirmed.
Fantastic.
One less turret.
Receiving you.
And now there's just that one remaining turret. Can we get into an LOS over here? No, so it's going to be over in this direction. This is very long range. But our hit odds are pretty good, actually, so boom. All turrets are dead. The only damage we took was a stray shot SRM friendly fire.
Turret is gone.
Nice.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Reinforcements
Looks like
landing
enemy reinforcements.
here. This is acceptable. What did they land? We see a Clint, a Centurion, and a Hatchetman. That's not
Commander.
amazing, if I'm honest. We're going to reserve. Let them move first.
Holding for the right opportunity.
The Clint jumps. Fires rear arc on the Mongoose, but we've got we've got good evasive pips, so we're fine. We're going to keep reserving here till after phase 13.
Holding action, Commander.
We do see a swordsman over there. Okay. We should move the Mongoose.
Oh, I hate these guys.
When is that? Phase 10? Okay. Well, that's maybe a mistake. We should have moved the Mongoose, I feel like. We're going to move the Clint down over here,
On the move.
and we're going to fire on their Clint.
Engaging with target.
Just a small smattering of damage to its frontal armor there, not a whole lot. Centurion moves up, fires rear arc on the Mongoose. It does mostly miss.
I'm under heavy fire here.
I'm aware.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, the Wolverine is going to position here,
Moving out.
and we're going to fire on that Clint.
Target confirmed.
Ooh, that was a solid hit. That was a very solid hit, actually. Swordsman moves up, also fires on that Mongoose. Misses everything. We got a little lucky there. Okay. Sounds good to me.
I'm here.
At this point, the Mongoose is actually going to circle around over this way. Its goal isn't necessarily to... Its goal isn't necessarily to attack them this round.
Copy that.
It's just going to sprint over there and vigilance in hopes that they don't actually shoot at it. And sink some heat.
Yes, Commander.
Our long-range Centurion will position here where we have a direct LOS on both of these. We're going to fire on that Clint.
Firing all weapons.
Solid hits there. That Clint really can't take much more.
Waiting for orders.
Our close-range Centurion is going to sprint in just as close as it
Copy
can.
that.
We're going to fire on this guy. We do not need to fire precision ammo because there are no evasive pips to ignore.
Aye, aye.
Ooh, that was huge. That's a knockdown on that Clint.
Cool.
Fantastic. That's actually a pilot incapacitation.
Good to
Sure, we'll happily take that. Our stealth is going to sprint up over here. And we're going to pot shot at that Hatchetman. I think I am going to fire the chaff as well.
go. Commencing Alpha Strike.
Not terrible, actually. We'll definitely take
Ready
that.
for orders.
Our Clint is going to want to close in over this way.
Location confirmed.
And we're going to fire on the Hatchetman.
Acknowledged.
Hatchetman can be pretty vulnerable. So we'll just get some armor peppered off there. The Hatchetman jumps. Fires on our stealth and mostly misses. It does have
Minor
that
damage,
acid.
Waiting for orders.
Our stealth is going to move in to here.
Affirmative.
This gets us in cover and attacking their Hatchetman side arc.
Firing everything I've got.
That was a lot of damage into that side arc, and he's unsteady now.
Ready for orders.
So at this point, our AC-20 Centurion can just walk right on in. This is still side arc, and we can just light this guy up with standard ammo.
Acknowledged.
Come on, mech warriors.
That was a lot of
It's go
damage.
time.
Okay, our Mongoose moves now, but I'm actually going to reserve it again. Swordsman going for our long-range Centurion and completely failing. I like it.
Aye, aye.
Our long-range Centurion is going to hop over here
Confirmed.
and light up that hatchetman. This is very possibly a kill. We don't know if it has an XL engine. This is not a kill, I don't think. But it's a lot of damage, for sure.
That
That's a knockdown. Okay.
Ready for orders.
At this point, our Wolverine moves up,
Acknowledged.
and we're going to fire very long range at this hatchetman. This is potentially a kill, but I think it's still pretty unlikely.
Locked on.
Good hits there, but
Inflicted
not quite a
heavy
kill.
damage.
So, phase 11, the Centurion moves. Fires on the Clint. That's a lot of damage in that one leg. That was a little unlucky that all of that hit that leg. What's in the Clint's leg there? Nothing. But we want to protect that. For sure. We're going to move in with our Mongoose, and we're going to go for the rear arc attack on the Centurion and kind of ignore the Swordsman for right now. Get in there.
Acknowledged.
We didn't miss that. That's pretty bad, actually. We had good odds on it.
Choice.
Decent rear arc damage there, but not really what we needed.
yes, Commander.
Okay. Our close-in Centurion is going to position here,
Affirmative.
and we are going to fire, honestly, I think on this Centurion. We can even fire precision ammo here. Light him up.
Got it.
Now his leg is in an equal position.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay.
Ready to
Next
get it
up
on.
is our Wolverine. The Wolverine is going to go for the Centurion as well.
Acknowledged.
And that's an AC-10 ammo explosion and a dead
Enemy
Centurion. Wonderful. When do we move the Clint?
Yes.
Now. Okay, we want to protect the right leg. So the right leg should be facing like this, in theory. I'm going to move up to here. And yeah, we want the right leg facing away from this swordsman. We're going to
Roger
use
that.
the Clint here to go for the hatchetman. This should be a guaranteed kill.
Engaging with partner.
Although we missed a 97% PPC, it didn't matter. Wonderful.
Enemy down. Commander.
Okay. At this point, I want to reserve. And let that swordsman move. Ow. I was afraid of that when we missed this melee attack.
Damn it! I've got an armor breach.
Okay.
Standing by.
So our long-range Centurion is going to close in over here. Do we have anything in that leg? No. Okay. So we're going to fire our LRMs at the swordsman. It's not going to do a ton, but it'll do a little bit anyway.
Orders.
Our Mongoose is going to move in here, go for the rear arc kick. 78% chance of getting that. Hit that swordsman in the rear arc.
Order received.
Get that backstabbing done. That was pretty good, actually.
That hit something good.
We'll take that. And at this point, our stealth can actually get into rear arc here. I'm slightly surprised by this, but we'll take it. This is a big rear arc hit going to happen. I'm not going to fire the chaff because I don't want to accidentally crit our little guy over there, our Mongoose. That was a lot of damage.
Critical hit, Commander.
When does he move this round? Phase 10. He is dead. He does not get to move again. Okay. The Clint can actually position here just fine. He is not going to get to move again, so we're just going to attack this guy's side arc here. This is on his weak side, but we're just going to do armor damage here primarily. This may be a kill, but pretty unlikely, I think. Okay, we did actually get it. Fantastic. Now, technically, we haven't occupied the warehouses yet, so
Out of SRMs.
we should probably do that. Okay,
What's
so
up, boss?
our Centurion here is just going to move up to here. It'll be fine.
Receiving you.
Our Mongoose is going to sprint Still calculating, but over to here. Okay.
Orders.
Our Wolverine, can you make it in? That might be in.
I'm already there.
I'm not sure if that's in or
Aye, aye.
not. I guess we'll find out at the end of this
Good
round.
to go.
So we're going to head everybody up over this way, of course. There, that is in. Perfect. Okay, let's see what we get here. Hopefully something halfway decent. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. Those leg exposures, they weren't awful. They could have developed into something awful, but we managed to make them okay. Decent pay for it, of course. And do we want any parts here? I kind of think we don't. A couple of AC-5s, ER large laser. We have both of those weapons in kind of abundance. An Engine Core 240 isn't awful. We do have several of those, so we'll be selling that. A ballistic accuracy FCS, we'll take that. A double heatsink, for sure. Very mediocre on the salvage, honestly. Heavy Rack 2 ammo, we'll take that. Unfortunately, we don't get the Heavy Rack 2, but we'll take the ammo just in case. We'll keep around an LRM-20, that'll be fine. And we'll just sell off some of this stuff. LRM ammo, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, mediocre on the salvage, but I was hoping that there'd be a heavy in there to salvage. No such luck. But sometimes that's just what RNG throws at you. You never can tell what you're going to be up against, but we're specifically trying to run more difficult missions in order to increase the chance that we run into heavies. And so that should, in theory, get us our heavies much more quickly. I hope. Unfortunately, we're just kind of stuck in mediums right now, and we gotta get into those heavies. Yes, go ahead and do that, Yang. That'll be fine. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are gonna continue fishing for additional heavies. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.